A Super Bowl champion.
The Green Bay Packers have won the Super Bowl.
The Packers' all-time leading scorer.
A game winner for Mason Crosby.
It's time for the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Nellis on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network. Powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook and on the free Odyssey app.
What? Go. What?
Yeah. OG.
Yup. What?
Vegas.
Tippin. OG. What? Go.
Yeah.
Vaughn at third.
Boston Celtics.
This is the Mason Crosby Show. Mitch Snell, Tommy Wirtz with you. Mason's gone, so we're out of control. We're out of control already. Like, whatever you want to talk about today, 414-677-1250. I'm going to put it up on all the socials, my personal ones and the station ones. What do you want to talk about? And right away, I need to know, do you go to a gas station, park at a pump, and then go inside to do your business?
Yeah.
And I don't mean park at a pump, put the gas, like and load gas. I mean, you drive into a gas station with a full tank of gas. You do not need gas. Do you park at a parking spot when you go to your Speedway or your Quick Trip or your BP or whatever? Or are you parking right away because it's quicker to park at a pump, not even getting gas, go in, get your coffee, get your donuts, get your seeds, make a little pee, and then you're out?
Yeah, so this sparked conversation because I admittingly do this, but I feel bad. Like, I always feel like it makes me go quick.
Okay.
And
you're a little more focused.
I almost don't want to be seen doing this.
Yeah, you're going to get seen, bro.
But I'm just going to go park at a pump, run in real quick, and go. Now, there is a Quick Trip over here by us in beautiful Hales Corners.
There aren't that many. Like, we're not exactly, like, we have these 4 gas stations. 4. No Quick Trips are the closest to the station. That's weird.
No, not quite. But you go up Grange over there. It's really quick.
Grange at 108th?
You're heading west.
Heading west, yes.
Yeah, if you go west on Grange.
I think those are a little bit further than going east.
And then there's the one on Highway 100 where you go up towards the Menards over there.
Right, you got to go all the way down.
But that's not that close. But anyway, so then that Quick Trip over here is under construction for a little bit.
Oh.
So there is a pump that is out of order.
Oh.
That I also now feel like is fair game.
Yes.
An out of order pump is a parking spot.
So I do not park at a pump without getting gas and go inside. I will park in a park. If I'm going to a gas station to buy snacks or seeds,
sure,
I'm parking in a parking spot and I'm going in. I will get gas and go inside, and I will do it sometimes while it's still filling, or sometimes I will wait till it's done filling, but I will leave my car there. But I've filled up with gas.
Okay. I would say about 75% of the time I'm filling up my tank if I park at a pump.
Okay.
I won't say 90% because it's probably more
The concept of parking at an active pump and not getting gas is foreign to me. That does not make sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
That would make me want to rip your larynx out of your throat and stomp on each of your toes.
Well, and I get that. And I know that when I do it. I feel like a dirty human when I do it.
Yeah.
But it's also closer.
You don't care that much.
But it's also closer to the entrance.
I don't care.
No, I get it.
It's not there for your convenience.
But if
that's not a parking spot.
But what if I wouldn't do it if there was only one pump.
Okay.
So there's always multiple free open pumps.
Do you judge if it's busy or not?
Sometimes, oh yeah, for sure. For sure I judge if it's busy. Sometimes I park on the wrong side. It's like my gas pump isn't even on the correct side.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I park on the right side or to the left of the pump, and my tank is on the left side of my car.
Right.
So I just flat out tell everyone I'm not getting gas when I do that.
Yes.
It's not even like I can pretend like, oh, I'm running in first and then getting gas.
JB in the 920 says you should really try to maneuver around the Shawano Ave Quick Trip before you judge anyone. Do you want your car totaled because of clowns that already have a bumper ripped off? JB, that's one. I mean, JB, I feel your pain on that one. I don't know the Sean O'Ave quick trip, but I feel like in that case, you got to do what you got to do.
Okay, Scotty Tiffany says, this is pretty inconsiderate, Tommy. Do you park in handicap spots as well? LOL.
I mean, she knows it's not the same.
Come
on, she knows it's not the same.
I would never park in a handicap spot.
Right.
I seriously don't think I have ever parked in a handicap
So
spot.
I have, but only like when I'm with my mom, who has a handicap sticker. My father-in-law, who broke his ankle and had a temporary one. So I've done it when I've needed to with them, but I would never, again, I also would never do it. Yes.
I'm looking around. I knew people were going to be all over me on this. They are all parking spots, JB in the 920
What do you mean?
says.
Pump a gas pump is not a parking spot.
I agree. I understand what I'm doing is wrong.
That's an active place to fuel your car.
Yes. I understand what I am doing is wrong. I'm not saying that I'm willing to admit that I am wrong, but I want to know if anyone else does it as well.
Ron wants you to know that that's Bush League figures coming from a Chicago sports fan.
Yeah.
That's you, Tommy.
I guess so. No, yeah.
Somebody says Tommy also doesn't return his carts.
I always return my carts. Return my carts.
Are you Costco or Sam's Club? Do you have either? Do you go to?
No.
I mean, but like now that you're in a relationship,
I'm Walmart.
Like you're Walmart. Okay.
Walmart.
All right. And you return it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. JB says you do it while it's filling up. You go inside. That's 1,000 billion times worse. So JB, this might be like, I wonder if this is a cultural thing. Like go to a Buc-ee's. I feel like everyone at Buc-ee's does this. Like leaves their car while they're filling up. I feel like
not supposed to do that though.
Are you? Like,
no, you are not supposed to.
But I also feel like that was a bigger thing, like in the 80s and 90s, that people used to leave their cars. Also, people used to smoke. People used to literally fill up while smoking.
Again, to your
don't
point,
do that.
I do that, Mitch. It is wrong. I should not, and I also again feel guilty and do make sure that I do what I'm doing quick because I don't want someone to see me not there while my gas is filling
920 says, Tommy, what the blank is wrong with you? 414 says, just park in the drive-thru. I love that. And different 414 says, not wrong at all. I do it all the time. Stay strong, Tommy.
That's what I mean. I think it's dirtbag behavior.
Yeah.
But I do it all the time.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just a dirtbag. That absolutely could be the case.
I love
But
this.
I feel like I can't be the only person that does this.
Oh, you're definitely not. Clearly. I mean, 414 says stay strong.
Stay strong.
Are you or are you not familiar with Luis Rengifo?
I am familiar with Luis Rengifo.
Are you or are you not familiar with David Hamilton?
David Hamilton is the starting third base / shortstop for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Okay. I believe, I could be wrong, I'd have to look this up. Before last night, had anyone else played the third base position for our Milwaukee Brewers this season? Can I, there's got to be a way for me to find it. I guess the Brewers page on Baseball Reference, right?
What are you looking for?
Who has played third base for the Milwaukee Brewers this season before last night? All right, Milwaukee Brewers.
I got it right here from if you go to like the Brewers game notes.
That's too hard. That's on my other computer.
Literally, you can type it in because it's public access. By the way, all teams should give public access to game notes. I think it's ridiculous when they don't do that because the Brewers do it.
Give me a good example of a team that does not do it.
The A's actually allow you to go to the portal that they are kept in, meaning it says this is only for media credentialed people. That's ridiculous.
Okay.
So, at third base.
The
most games this year at third base by a lot is Luis Rengifo. They are 30-14 in games Luis Rengifo plays third base.
Okay. But that could also be like he came in the ninth inning and played third base.
Well, this is starts.
This is starts? So he has started 44 games?
Yes.
He started 46. So 44 of his 46 starts.
He has 2 at DH, I believe, too, or somewhere along
that's good
the way.
Use. It's good to use your DH position, Murph.
Now,
was that mean?
That was mean.
All right. I'll own it.
David Hamilton, they are 11-10 in games in which he starts at third base.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot worse than I thought it would be.
Correct.
Okay. Is that it?
Those are the only 2 men who have started at third base.
So we don't have like the full like who has played third base.
I believe,
but
if you go one more person, I don't know anyone else who's played it.
I don't think anyone else has. Well, certainly they haven't started. I don't think anyone else has played at third base until last night.
Yeah,
Mr. Thomas Carl Wirtz, where we had heard inklings of practicing during batting practice. We had heard Steve Sparky Pfeiffer on his weekly hit with Dim Tillard, I believe, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Finding out that this was a possibility. Wow, Paul just right. It's illegal to leave your car unattended while pumping gas?
Oh, yeah.
Is that true?
I
you think it's illegal? Like, that's got to be a ticket. I'm not getting arrested.
No, you're not getting arrested.
Is that really illegal, though?
But I do think that it is. It is.
Is it illegal in Wisconsin to leave my car unattended while pumping gas?
Yeah. I've had a couple. There's a couple other texts coming in here.
Well, Wisconsin does not have a specific state law that targets just gas pumps. Leaving a running car unattended with the keys inside. I don't leave it running.
No.
All right. Okay. All right. So that's different. Leaving a pumping gas nozzle unattended is universally restricted by fire codes.
Right. That makes sense.
Okay. That does make sense.
Joe B. in Ixonia says typical fib move. If you know it's wrong, stop doing it.
Oh,
I love this now that Snide has turned me into a Chicago fan. Tommy, I also do it. I don't even care that I do it anymore. JB says it's a safety thing. Dude, the clicker can fail. It's culturally moronic.
Fair. I'll take that.
At work, we have a couple of trucks. This is a 414 that are CNG fuel.
Okay.
They are terrible, by the way. But in Milwaukee, only a couple of stations to be able to fill up with them. And
that's compressed natural gas. It's a cleaner burning alternative to gasoline and diesel.
And
I love the internet.
And one is a quick trip with the most reliable place to get it. Well, all the pumps are by the semi fill up pumps as well. We will have semis that park their truck there and not filling up with CNG, and they go inside, take their break required while driving, and then we can't get fuel unless we wait 30 minutes plus for them to come back after their break. Okay. I'm not driving a semi. Just saying that right now. So I know that whenever I go to a quick trip, there are
you're a Kona bro.
15 pumps at a quick trip, maybe usually something like that.
Maybe
12 to 15.
Bit, 12. Sometimes there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 at a minimum, I'd say.
And then I understand that those diesel pumps, like there's only a handful of those, right? Or the big giant truck semi ones. There's maybe 4 of those on a given day.
Yep.
In one of the big lots. So no, I would never do that. That feels like there is, and like I said to Mitch, I would never do it if there was only one pump left.
Right.
Tommy,
if it's packed.
Tommy in Stalis says, I used to have the same stance as Mitch, but I've weakened on it, and I use the same logic as Tommy these days. When it's a quick trip and there's 20 pumps open or an out of order pump parking, I feel bad while doing it, but it hasn't stopped me before, so why start now?
I definitely don't feel bad if it's out of order. Like that, I feel there's no remorse, but I do feel like I'm not parking there. Andrew Vaughn played 2 games of third base in 2021.
Yeah, a while ago.
For our Chicago White Sox, not our Chicago White Sox. 2 games. He did start 1 game there. He played 10 innings.
Yeah.
He had 1 chance. It was an assist. So I assume he threw someone out either at first or second. He goes there for 1 inning last night. And what happens immediately? Tommy? The ball finds him.
Ball finds the new man.
I did not see it, but I know there was an out. Was it clean?
Yeah, I mean, I think the best tell for it is hearing the highlight, because you already know that Steve Sparky Pfeiffer texted me immediately to cut it and have it ready, and I already did because I knew he'd want it.
I thought it because I wanted it. I didn't know if you'd do it or not.
Listen to this play and tell me if it was clean.
To the left side, Vaughn gets a try, looks the runner back, and throws him out. Ball finds you no matter where you are.
I mean, like,
flawless.
That sounds amazing.
Literally flawless. Not only did he make the play, but in the action of the play, looked the runner back.
Yeah.
Throws him out.
To the left side, Vaughn gets a try, looks the runner back, and throws him out.
I
mean,
this.
just clean and easy, right? Simple, smooth, no one to complain about. Like, hey, it wasn't like, oh, looked a little shaky there, bobbled. No, I mean, just
to the left side, Vaughn gets a try, looks the runner back, and throws him out.
I mean, Jeff Levering couldn't have been more calm about a guy playing third base.
Super smooth. In 2026, Vaughn has now played 21 games at first and 1 inning at third. In 2025, Vaughn played 95 games at first. That was the only position he played. In 2024, he played 122 games at first, only position he played. In 2023, he played 143 games at first, only position he played. In 2022, he played 2 games at second base, 23 games at first, 44 games in left, 45 games in right.
Yeah, he was an outfielder for sure.
He was all over the place. In 2021, he played 1 game at second, 2 games at third, 15 at first, 18 at right, and 95 games in left. Which leads me to believe, I know they're not looking for more left fielders because they have Jackson Churio, Christian Yelich in a pinch, Jake Bowers. Why is it just like they don't want Vaughn to play left? Like he can't play the outfield anymore?
He obviously doesn't move as well as any of the guys that you have the option to play left field. So why mess up a good thing in that way? I do think, however, so to set up the situation, Murphy did pinch hit in the top of the 8th, Joey Ortiz and David Hamilton. So then he moved the lineup around where Contreras came in for Hamilton. Right. So Contreras moved to catcher.
Yep.
That moved Sanchez to first base. They moved Rengifo, who was the pinch hitter for Ortiz, or vice versa. Ortiz, Hamilton, whatever it was. So Rengifo moved to second base. They then played Vaughn at third base, and Terang moved to shortstop.
Right.
So they moved up the entire infield to do this. Now, it was a 1-run game in the 8th inning.
Yes.
And I understand that you needed to give yourself the best shot to score at that time in the game when there were runners on and you wanted to put up your best bats. But you obviously also had to be thinking in the back of your head, we definitely have to play defense again.
And if we tie this up, it's going more than 1 inning of this defense.
And now Andrew Vaughn is going to get his shot at third base. If you are willing to try it in a 1-run game, in a stadium that showcase runs will be aplenty, and it's a tough place to play infield.
Right, a crazy hard infield that you're not used to. I will also add to that, and Gary Sanchez at first base, where we know he's not very strong. Like you put Gary Sanchez at first base in this scenario, knowing that Gary Sanchez has had his issues at that position when he played there earlier this year when Vaughn was still hurt.
So if Pat Murphy is willing to try Andrew Vaughn at third base in a situation like that, you got to give him a game. You got to give him a game. The lineup has been proven that it is the best when him and Jake are in the lineup.
Who went to second? Did Rengifo go to second? Because he can't. Now, you could make the argument, does it make more sense to have Vaughn at second in a Moustakas sort of way?
Right.
But clearly,
then you have to move Terang over to short.
Well, no. Terang would still be at short, but does it make more sense to have Vaughn at third and Rengifo at second, or Rengifo at third and Vaughn at second?
Right.
I don't know.
Because he's played more second base in Major League Baseball,
but not a ton.
But he's played more.
Who? Vaughn?
Yeah. Just
not
regardless.
a ton more, but a little bit more. Yeah. That was Bryce Terang's first appearance at shortstop this year. Remember, he played there 3 times last year. He did play there 22 times there back in 2023.
Wow, was that many?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think he only started 10 games. So 12 games he got moved over.
Who was? Oh, Willie Adames was there, obviously, right?
But he did start, So Willie must have had a quick IL stint, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
And so Bryce started 10 games there. He started,
but he obviously came up a shortstop, as a lot of these guys do.
Yeah. Right.
So,
and then get moved somewhere else. 414-677-1250. Are you comfortable with Andrew Vaughn getting a start at third base sometime in June? I'm going to say in June. I don't want to say just anytime this season, but sometime in the next couple weeks. Are you comfortable with Vaughn getting a start at third, meaning that Mitchell plays center, Churio plays left, Bowers plays first, Vaughn plays third in what is probably your best offensive lineup, barring a trade or a call-up for Pratt or Williams or Lara and or a trade from another organization, assuming this is your roster of our Milwaukee Brewers. Bowers at first, Vaughn at third, Churio at left, Yelich at DH, Mitchell in center. Are you comfortable if that was your starting lineup for a game?
414, there is a notice on the pump that says to not leave the car unattended. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize you guys follow every rule when reading something.
I also don't drive 55 on the expressway, but thank you.
Proper etiquette is to move your car if you go into the store after fueling, especially if it's busy. I'm going to tell you right now.
If it's busy, I'll do that. If
no shot you've ever done that.
Oh, for sure. Oh, I've definitely done that a lot.
No way.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm not saying that I'm going to go fuel the car.
If it's SRO, bro, if it's standing running car, SRCO, standing running cars only, I will move my car.
That's crazy.
I will do it,
That's crazy. Maybe I've never been at a gas station where that's been a thing.
But here, I will also look and see a spot right in front of me.
Yeah.
Like if I don't see a spot right in front of me that I can just cruise right into, then sometimes I won't either.
Asian Chris says, if all the parking spots are taken, I would park at a gas spot. From the 414.
I would just make my own spot like on the side. I would do that before I parked at a pump. I would just like make up a spot like on the side of the gas station.
414, I finished pumping, then go inside. It's not a big deal. That's how cash pairs have been doing it for decades. Why are people crying about this?
Nobody's crying.
I don't know if the 414.
We're just sharing. We're
talking about would you park at a gas pump and not get gas? Is it a parking spot? That's what the question is. Scotty, Tiffany, Vaughn at third with Bowers at first was always a good idea to me. Keep Terang at second base.
So if that's going to be an experiment at some point, again, 414-677-1250, are we then okay with Ortiz and Hamilton at short, Rengifo on the bench and or not on the team anymore as they figure out what's next? 414-677-1250. Are you parking at a gas pump? This is the Mason Crosby Show. Anybody listening know the Quick Trip in the Falls on Main and Pilgrim? Parking spots are always full. Pumps are always occupied. Space on the side is full.
From the 262.
From the 262. Pokes from Mucktown here. I can say that I've never parked in a gas pumping area and walked in to buy something. If all the spots are full, there are plenty of spots on the outskirts to park and then go in. But I do on a regular basis get my gas going and walk to the store to purchase what I need to purchase while my gas is pumping. Again, Paul on the YouTube channel says that's illegal. I'm not sure it's illegal, but it may violate fire code. That's what my AI says when I search it on my interwebs.
414 would have been ludicrous to move him then. And yes, what ass doesn't move their car after fueling if they can? The 414
if they can. Like,
yes.
If I'm at the front pump and there's a spot literally right in front of me that I can cruise into, I will do that. But if I'm all the way in the back and all the parking spots are full, I'm not driving around the building 3 times just because I filled up my gas.
414, don't you park your car to get gas, boys? ? Separate
No,
text.
you stop your car
Separate
to get
text
gas.
Must be a parking spot.
If that's not how it works. If I am stopped on the expressway because there's an accident, that's not a parking spot. I'm sorry, it's not a parking spot. Just because your car is stopped does not mean it's a parking spot.
From the 414, if there is no parking up front, I'll park at a pump. And if it's not busy, I'll park at a pump. Stand your ground, Tommy. Thank you, 414.
Love it. Tommy, are you surprised on any level that we are getting more texts in about parking spots and pump etiquette at the gas station than about Andrew Vaughn making his season debut at third base last night?
Stephen G. Town did say, yes, try Vaughn at third.
Okay.
I do like him at second base. Terang to shortstop. The big reason Terang didn't get moved, he was fresh off the platinum glove at second base.
When last year?
2 years
right,
ago,
but but no, he didn't get moved because he had arm soreness in spring training.
He actually did get hurt in that spring training 2 years ago. But then Joey Ortiz, like, to everyone's point, like, I know there are a lot of Joey Ortiz stands out there. There are more.
I'm a
of
Joey
them.
Ortiz defensive stand.
Well, and that's the argument, right? It's that Joey
I
Ortiz.
want him on this team. I don't need Rengifo on this team. I don't need Joey Ortiz starting. But I want him on this team for late inning defensive replacement, especially if Vaughn's going to be playing third.
So you would rather have Joey Ortiz on this team than Luis Rengifo, correct?
1,000%.
So is it enough to have David Hamilton and Joey Ortiz your left side of the infield for game-to-game basis?
No.
What about as a rotational piece? So to your point,
Yes.
Vaughn playing third,
Yep.
and then every fifth day or whatever, you move people around, and then it is a Hamilton Ortiz left side of the infield.
I still probably want Pratt up just to see what he can do. I still probably want Pratt up, even if they're going to go with Vaughn at third. Can you have Hamilton and Ortiz as both as backups, or can you only have one defensive backup in the infield? And not that Hamilton's more of a speed backup, than a defensive backup.
When the Brewers get to October, David Hamilton's on this team no matter what. Is he playing? I don't know, but he is a prime Dave Roberts, gets subbed in, steal a base guy.
So's Luis Lara, though.
Maybe.
I mean, Luis Lara is leading the team with 18 steals at AAA. Like, we talk about Jet Williams and Cooper Pratt and all these guys. Lara just got signed to the deal and is leading the team in steals.
Luis Rengifo has to be on severe DFA watch.
Yeah.
I mean, severe.
Not even Thunder watch, DFA watch.
We have a negative 0.4 WAR on the season, 181 at-bats. That is a big sample size to this point of the season. He's hitting 204, a 281 on base, a 254 slugging.
That's not playable.
An OPS of 535, and that has a 52 OPS plus.
There was an at-bat last night. What did he end up doing? I thought he was going to hit one.
Well,
when he came up, there was some point middle of the game.
No, yesterday he pinch hit late in the game.
He pinch hit. Okay,
he had the dribbler.
That's right.
That like bled through the pitcher.
That ended up being a hit.
It was a hit.
Yes. I thought he was going to hit one. I thought if in any park on any night, like I thought last night, Rengifo was going to hit one out.
To be fair, I didn't. So because I have lost all expectations for him. And right now, you're looking at a guy with 9 extra base hits all season, including doubles, is the only extra base hit he's gotten all season. Yeah. And he has 9 doubles this year.
Okay.
He has no homers.
I mean, I had 2 doubles Tuesday night.
Still has no homers.
That part is crazy. Can we also talk about the job that Brandon Sproat did last night? I know. Listen, and I'm still 100% on board that Chad Patrick's a dog. He just didn't have it last night.
Right. And it was 8 pitches.
Right.
Like he literally got 3 batters, 8 pitches, and the game was over.
And it was home run.
Yes.
Home
run hit,
ball
home run.
Off the top of the wall.
Yeah.
Home run.
Yes.
And he just didn't have it. It wasn't moving for him last night. Sproat, though, 1 run and 6. And I don't know, did you cut this audio, Tommy? Did you cut the audio right before Sproat hit that home run? Where they literally said on the air, oh, this has been such a different game than the last 2 games, and there haven't been home runs. And whoever's
Alika Williams, yes. I know exactly the moment.
But Levering said it, and whoever was on with him, who
Dillard.
said, you literally just jinxed him.
Yes.
And the next pitch, Alika Williams hits a home run.
Yes, that was that. I do know exactly the moment you're talking about.
I was thinking about texting you. I was thinking about texting you to cut it because it was so obvious. And like Ellie and I just looked at each other like, what a jinx. Like you can't say that there. Still, 6 innings, 1 run. This is the Brandon Sproat that Matt Arnold sees, that Pat Murphy sees, that Chris Hook sees. And I know he hasn't had the year through this point, through June 11th, that we want him to have. That when other pitchers come to the Brewers, guys are immediately, Kyle Harrisons or Quinn Priesters, whatever it might be. That has not been the case for Brandon Sproat. But if he figured a little something out last night, if he can be this type of pitcher, this is the type of guy they think he has the potential to be. 6 inning, 68 pitches?
Yeah, that was a bad move, Murph.
To take him out?
Yeah.
At 68 pitches?
It's the least amount of pitches that a 6-inning performance has gotten for a Brewer starter this season.
That's crazy. And we're used to Sproat being more Freddie Peralta than Woody. Like we're used to seeing him get into the 80s and 90s after 5 innings. So the fact that he was only at 68 after 6. Now, with all that said, yesterday was June 10th. Mm-hmm. I don't care. I don't care. Like let the game be in a vacuum. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Not for Sproat. Keep that. Bring that way.
Right. But if this can be like the trampolining of what Brandon Sproat's rest of the season's going to look like, all of a sudden he is in that conversation of this being a really good rotation, and he's part of it.
Well, and especially if it is, he went 5 innings and gave up 3 in Colorado before that, right? So these are 2 parks that are not pitcher friendly. They were 2 of the 3 longest average fly ball of any other park in Major League Baseball. And Sproat's a sinker baller, so he's just trying to miss some barrels. He was the first pitcher that really showed, maybe for both teams, but for sure for the Brewers, to be able to consistently and efficiently get outs at that ballpark over the last 3 days. The move sure felt premature. It felt premature in the moment. Yeah. It wasn't just a hindsight move.
No, I agree.
It felt like you got to let him give up a base runner.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is.
Which is what they often, like Murph is known for that, right?
Yeah, give up a base runner.
Inning, a guy gets on, then you go to the next inning.
Absolutely.
And I like the concept of letting Patrick start a clean inning. Like I like that concept also of letting your reliever, whoever it might be, start a clean inning. There's value in that, not coming in. But sometimes reliever mentality, relievers are sharper when there is a guy on.
Yeah.
And because then you really need to focus up. And again, for whatever reason, Chad Patrick just didn't have it last night. Now, I don't want to speak for you, Tommy, but I'm going to right now. We still believe in Chad Patrick.
100,000%.
Like he's still a dog. And I'll put him out there tomorrow night against Philly. If he has to face Marsh And, I don't know if I want to fight facing the lefties, but anybody else besides Harper and Schwarber, I will trust Chad Patrick with against the Phillies this weekend. But it just wasn't there last night.
I am deciding that the only thing I will take from this Vegas series is Brandon Sprout and Jackson Chourio. That's it.
Ooh.
Those are the only two things I'm taking. Vaughn, I already had good ideas about, right? So Vaughn had a good series, but anyone else
who had up to 370 now?
Yeah, he's a beast. He's a beast. Wow. Any player that played well in Vegas, good job. Good job for the weekend. Do it again outside of Vegas. And any pitcher who pitched poorly, it was Vegas. Okay? I don't care. But I'm telling you right now that I am getting very close to Jackson Chourio is actually the best pure hitter on this team.
You probably wouldn't be wrong. 6 for 15 in the series, scored 5 runs, 2 home runs, 4 RBI, only struck out 3 times in those 9 outs, which is a pretty good number for him. Striking out 3 times in 15 at bats, striking out 3 times in 9 outs. I'm sorry, and he had one more. He had a walk also.
Yeah.
So 16 at-bats, 3 strikeouts is not a terrible number for him because he's known as a free swinger. He's known as a guy who likes to swing early in the count. His batting average went from 293 to 304. Granted, he missed a month, so his average is going to move more than other guys. But to move up 11 points in this series, and let's not discount that last game in Colorado also. Let's throw that one in there too, where he went 3 for 6 with 2 doubles.
Yeah.
So he's actually 3, 6, 7, 9 for his last 21 with 2 home runs and 2 doubles.
Scotty Tiffany, that quick trip in the Falls is awful for parking so much that I will not go there.
Wow. That bad. Now I will say, as we know, whether it's any gas station or it's Quick Trip, there are some gas stations that were like grandfathered into small spaces. Obviously, if you get more out into the rural areas of the state where they build the Quick Trips on huge plots of land, there's lots of them. I know Casey's. There's a lot of Casey's that have that big plots of land, which are wonderful, and you can just kind of spread out. But yes, there are some that are on like some of those weird corners of New Berlin and Menominee Falls that it's like they just kind of awkwardly squeezed a gas station in there.
The 920, making your own spot on the side is way worse than parking at a pump. Fastest way to upset the delivery drivers is to park in their way and make them wait.
Paul writes in on the YouTube channel. I want to sympathize with the delivery drivers. I don't know that it's worse than parking in front of an active pump that you are blocking so that the business can't use that to generate revenue. Paul says, I've worked in the past at a gas station where my supervisor turned off their pump because they left their pump while it was pumping. Love that. Love the idea of Vaughn playing third. Love you guys, Paul. We love you. Right back.
608, just because it's not busy when you pull in, it could get busy while you do your business. Gas pumps are not parking spots.
I mean,
the fact I'm going to be in a gas station for 3 minutes when I go in, I know where I'm going. I'm not perusing a gas station.
What if there's a line? Then there are lines sometimes. You're not in there for 3 minutes. You could be in there for 8.
Quick Trip always, whenever you're at a Quick Trip, though, if there is a line, they have another employee ready to go.
They usually do. Yep.
Take your order, get you all set up. 920 said, I wouldn't have had Rengifo on the plane back home last night.
Ouch. Well, that will transition us perfectly to Thunderwatch coming up. The Wisconsin Sports Radio Network just got bigger. Welcome to the city of Madison. You can now listen to The Fan in Madtown on 94.9 HD2. Your favorite local shows each weekday inside Wisconsin sports, 9 to noon. The Mason Crosby Show and Wisconsin Sports Daily. It's and Wisconsin Sports Wrap-Up Rewind Show with Tommy Wirtz. That's the best show on the air. And the best in baseball coverage with the leadoff show with Tommy Wirtz and the Potawatomi Sportsbook postgame show with Tommy Wirtz and Tim Allen. Keep it tuned to 94.9 HD2 when you're listening to the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network in Madison. Thunderwatch is next.
thunder, feel the thunder, lightning and the thunder,
Tommy in Bayview says, bro, you said Thunder Watch and it started downpouring rain with wind gusts by me. Easy, Thunder. Yes, if you were experiencing weather yesterday or today, I apologize both for what happened in the past and for what's about to happen in the state of Wisconsin. Feel free to text in 414-677-1250 your weather updates and if everybody's safe and doing okay out there. Right now it is 71 degrees, and we got some rain here in Hales Corners. Doesn't look like it's really coming down, but we've got like potential thunderstorms for the next 6 hours.
From the 920.
7. Yeah.
Parked
Crazy.
at a pump at KT this morning. There were no parking spots available. I do it all the time, only if there's a bunch of pumps open.
Mhm.
This location has a bunch of pumps, so
Yeah.
I never feel bad.
Right.
Others should feel bad for me. That's their,
I love that.
There's nowhere for me to park, so I can run in and
Others
quick grab
should
my.
feel bad for me.
I'm not asking for
I
pity.
mean, that is perfect.
I was looking for
I love that.
curiosity, right? So I maybe recognize that what I am doing is ass behavior, but I still know I am not the only one who does this. That's where I was coming
Yes,
from. With
you are
this.
not the only one who does it. There are other people who are disrespectful of other human beings on earth.
Thunder
You are
Watch
correct.
ideas from JB. Tommy's social media accounts, counsel as a
Ooh.
manager.
Ooh,
There are
good
9 and
ones.
21 in their last 30 games. The
Yeah.
kicking competition
Oh,
in Green
okay.
Bay as well.
Although Haversick did go 8 for 8 yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, I would also like to say
2
that
days ago,
since
whatever.
I've become this fake Cubs fan, courtesy of Brandon Snide, the Cubs are terrible.
Yeah.
So that's
So maybe it's
actually
working out
probably
for
a good
us.
thing.
Yes.
But
They lost again last night.
yeah, the walk off by the Rockies. Oh, brutal. Should we get to some Thunder Watch?
Let's do it.
Luke Fickle, Giannis,
Luke Fickle. Giannis.
merch prices for the Brewers.
Yes.
Jimmy Haslam.
Yes.
Concession prices at Pfizer.
And all right, so concession prices / quality
Miles Turner.
because they both suck.
Okay, I'll make sure to put quality.
Yeah.
Miles Turner,
Yeah.
Shaka Smart,
Yeah.
Mason Crosby until he figures out he's on it.
Correct.
Joey Ortiz,
Yes.
Abner Uribe.
There's a chance Mason's in Wisconsin listening right now. Like if he landed already.
Maybe this is the
Yeah.
one way he could
All right,
find
so after
out.
Mason Crosby, who you got?
Joey Ortiz,
Joey.
Abner Uribe,
Uribe.
Cooper Pratt,
Pratt.
David Hamilton.
That's what I had on.
That was the list.
All right, so Ortiz, Uribe, and Hamilton all off, and and
Oh.
Rengifo on.
And Rengifo on.
But
Okay.
that's not. But we're not done. That's just like the low hanging fruit. That's just
Okay.
like the Rengifo's replacing those 3.
You're not. You're gonna keep Uribe.
I'm taking Uribe off.
Okay.
Uribe, Hamilton, and Ortiz because I think we know who they are.
Okay.
And we'll figure out like with Uribe if why not after a game that he pitches? Why not just like take a day of suspension on a day you're scheduled off by Murph anyway?
Correct.
Is it you don't want that black mark on your resume?
Yeah,
Something
but
like that. I
it
don't
feels
know.
like always whenever you do that, like
Q-
you don't win.
You seeing Q right now? Q on the YouTube channel. By the way, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. You can watch the show where we are 2 very good-looking young men.
Thank you.
Well, one of us is. One of us is a very good-looking man.
And one of us is
And
Tommy.
One of us is a silver fox.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Q, go ahead.
Put 9 to noon on there. They bring the smoke. You bring it back.
Facts. It's Mitch's list, so I won't nominate. But I do want to say that my nomination would probably be Luis Lara with the same logic of Cooper Pratt.
Ooh, okay. If Cooper Pratt's going to be on there, Luis Lara's got to be on there. And again,
Just keeping an eye.
right, just keeping an eye. There are some people who are on Thunder Watch for negative reasons. There are other people who are on Thunder Watch just because we're keeping an eye on them. Whoa, Q, that's amazing. Can you really trust a radio show not on YouTube in 2026? I absolutely love that. And Q, the answer is no. You cannot trust a radio show not on YouTube. It's 2026, bro.
You just
Figure
made the
it out.
list, John.
All right.
Rami.
Yes.
Snide.
9 to noon is on the list. In the 1 o'clock hour, we're going to discuss Giannis and the NBA Finals separately. Wow, that happened quickly. Nikolai Law, everybody. Wait, what?
A Super Bowl champion.
The Green Bay Packers have won the Super Bowl.
The Packers' all-time leading scorer.
A game winner for Mason Crosby.
It's time for the Mason Crosby Show with Mitch Nellis on the Wisconsin Sports Radio Network, powered by the Potawatomi Sportsbook and on the free Odyssey app.
Knew he was a killer. First time that I saw him, wonder how many girls he had left and left haunted. But if he's a ghost, then I can be a phantom, holding him for ransom. Some boys are trying too hard. He don't try at all.
This is the song I go to with anybody says like, man, I hate Taylor Swift. She's terrible. Like, if this was by someone else, everyone would say this is a banger.
I mean, the beat's a banger.
Right. The beat's a banger.
But maybe her voice doesn't play well off this
Fair.
beat.
Right. That's fine. But the beat is a banger. My dreams. You should see the things we do. No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
This is the Mason Crosby Show. Mitch Nellis, a.k.a. Thunder. Tommy Wirtz, a.k.a. All Day and All Night. Tommy All Day Wirtz, basically. Bucky Badger says, no wonder I couldn't find 9 to noon on here. Yeah, it's weird. Funny. I don't know how that works. Q just flexing the muscles. Q, you deserve to flex the muscles. You go right ahead.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. Better you say it than us. We just read the messages. They're not our messages.
Did not
right?
We did
Don't
not
kill the messenger.
Say any of this.
No, none of it.
We are
none
reading
of it.
Strictly from you guys. Yeah. The fans.
As Sparky would say, the dugout on YouTube.
Correct.
Right? Yeah.
Nick, Mitch, I have another proposition, and I had to zoom in to make sure that to make sure.
Must be nice to still have that capability.
Do you know? I don't assume you are this old and out of the game, but you are familiar that when people shoot something like garbage into a garbage can or throw clothes into a clothes hamper, they yell,
do they say? Kobe.
Right.
Yeah. Yes, I'm aware. As is my 15-year-old, who often will do that in my face. Like, I'll literally be standing next to the garbage. She'll open the garbage and throw something and be like, Kobe in your face.
Right.
I'm like, I was standing right here, bro.
You tried to shoot a water bottle into the garbage can before the show.
I did.
It then bounced off the garbage.
Yep.
And
it was on the counter right next to the garbage.
I tapped it into the garbage can.
Yep.
And I yelled,
OG.
Let's
Yes.
go flat for Jalen Brunson. Allow him to operate at the top. 101. Brunson gets it. Fires up a 3. Shot no good. The tip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby. And it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it.
No, nobody can believe it. Watching it live, Mrs. Thunder and I both, as it went in, both on the couch, stood up. Oh, that was our reaction.
It was exactly what was happening here. It was late in the Brewer game, probably like the seventh inning. I was
like
so.
back and forth.
We had the dual screen up with over here in the producer booth with me and Chuck. And so we had the Brewers on the bottom screen. We had the finals on the top screen. Mm-hmm. We probably turned the finals on with maybe 6 minutes left or so. So, I really only caught like the last part of the game.
You missed some of it.
But I had seen, the Spurs have the largest halftime lead in finals history. They put up 76 points, and they were up 29 points at a time during this game.
Early in the second half.
Then, as the game is progressing, those last 2 minutes of that game were ridiculous.
When Josh Hart missed the layup on yet another, I believe, De'Aaron Fox bad pass turnover.
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox got paid so much.
You know who loves De'Aaron Fox today?
New York City.
And Chet Holmgren. Like Chet Holmgren is like, Thank you, De'Aaron Fox, for being a bigger liability in a series than me, finally.
All right, so we talked about this off the air before the show. Jalen Brunson has got to be one of the most clutch players you've ever seen in your entire life. Do you know who won Mr. Clutch in the NBA 3 years ago?
De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox, when he was on the Sacramento Kings, had that lefty jumper that Jalen Brunson has now. Now, De'Aaron Fox is playing hurt. Like, he's banged up. He missed a couple games earlier in the playoffs. He's not quite as quick as he was 3 years ago as a member of the Kings who took the Golden State Warriors to a Game 7. But it is inexplicable. So when Josh Hart misses that layup, doesn't know whether to lay it in, doesn't know whether to dunk it, was a little too worried about the guy behind him. I don't know if I can't remember. I think it was Castle coming up behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that is the moment the Knicks are finally going to take the lead. They're down 1.
Yep.
Josh Hart 1-on-0 breakaway, and he blows the layup.
I thought it was over there.
Yeah.
That felt like there were multiple times in that game where you could, and especially in that last 6 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was a big corner 3 by the Knicks in that one. Brunson, just tough layup after tough layup every time. And you're thinking, oh man, like the Knicks are right here. They are right here. They might get this. And then Josh Hart missed that layup, and it was, they're going to lose this game.
So when you just said the Knicks were right there. And I think with about 4 minutes left, I turned to Miss Thunder and I said, if this was a normal game where the Spurs were up by a couple the whole second half and they were up by 7 with 4 minutes left, we'd be like, oh, that's a normal game. Like this game is not over. This is not insurmountable. The Knicks have come back. I think what we have to remember, though, is the amount of energy and effort the Knicks have just expended this entire fourth quarter to get it to 7.
Right.
Is now, I mean, listen, we're sports fans. We've seen this 1,000 times. A team has a huge comeback, but then just doesn't have quite enough left at the end. And, I don't know. I don't want to say it's the crowd. Obviously, New York and Madison Square Garden is a different animal, but the Knicks had the energy to come back in this game. And I think they do, like Barkley said in the postgame, they do deserve their flowers for that.
Well, and then Wemby got fouled after that.
Yep.
And Wemby missed both free throws.
And before you say, oh, well, Wemby is actually a phenomenal free throw shooter. Like, he is a fantastic. For
his size, especially.
But I was going to say, like, you might say for his size, but not even for his size. Victor Wembanyama is a fantastic free throw shooter in general. 82.7 in the regular season, 84.9 in the playoffs, 81.7 for his career.
Okay.
Like 80% is a really big number. Giannis could only pray.
Yeah.
If Giannis averaged this, he would have won the MVP 5 straight years.
Yes, that's a good point.
If he shot free throws the way Wemby does. So for Wemby to feel that moment, and again, I said it on 9 to Noon, part of me is cheering for New York because Brunson and Cat and OG, and I don't really like Bridges at all, but at least these guys have been through it.
Yeah.
Like San Antonio, it would have been like if Giannis had won that in 19 or won in 18 or in 17 when they were finally breaking through with Bledsoe and the Bucks were getting good. Like, maybe this is just a little too early. They beat the Thunder. That was awesome. The Brewers beat the Cubs. That was awesome. But then you got to refocus. And sometimes it's hard to do that, especially when you're a young team. Maybe the Brewers can see what the Spurs are doing right now, and they can use that as motivation to focus when they get to the playoffs in October.
So Wemby misses the 2 free throws. Now my brain has shifted to, the Knicks are going to win this game.
Right. So Hart misses the layup, and you're like, Knicks, like they need everything to go right. That went wrong. Spurs are going to win.
Right.
Then Wemby misses the 2 free throws, and you're like, nope, the Spurs needed things to go right. Now they blew their chance.
So then there's the second to last possession of the game when they get the steal. De'Aaron Fox gets the steal with 10, 15 seconds left, something like that on the clock. They were going back and forth. There was a couple fouls on either side. And De'Aaron Fox then this is high school, middle school basketball level of IQ. You get the ball and you try for this layup with 13 seconds left rather than
is that what was on the clock? 13?
I believe it was 13 seconds.
Hold on,
because when the Knicks got the ball back, there was 5.
So De'Aaron got the ball with 13.5.
Yes.
The block happened at 11. Alvarado got it at 10, and the foul happened with 5.7.
Right.
Okay.
So
11 seconds on the clock. If he doesn't go up, he dribbles it at least to 9, maybe even 8 before they foul him.
But they foul him. And now
Right.
you got free throws instead of a tough contested layup.
And you can breathe. You can reset. You're up 1 with 8 seconds left.
They
going
need
to the line
to
for
foul
2.
you.
Yeah.
They need
right.
to
The foul's
foul
going to
you.
happen.
They need to.
Right. No brainer. Not a thing.
Then OG with the block. The rebound Knicks. They get up the court. They call the timeout.
How smart by Alvarado, though, to know where the midcourt
He
line
was so close to going
but
back.
the ball never went over.
Yeah.
Because remember, for those of you who don't know, and I know this, from years of coaching youth sports, both feet and the ball need to cross over for the ball to be in the front court.
Yeah.
It's still in the back court. So he can have both his feet in the front court. If he's still dribbling in the back court, he is allowed to go back into the back court. The ball never went over that line.
And now Jalen Brunson, everyone knew the ball was going to him, right?
Yep.
He's the best player on the New York Knicks.
Yep.
He has been a total dog this entire playoffs.
Third straight second team All-NBA, and you can argue should he have been first team. He's during the regular season, I would argue he's a second team All-NBA guy. Like his last 5 minutes, he's a first team All-NBA guy. But during the regular season, second team I think is appropriate.
And then the shot, also very smart to take it as early in the shot as he did.
Yes, but not a great shot.
Not a great shot.
He had space, but 30 feet's a tough one.
He also valued the clock, though, right? It
I
was,
agree. Yep,
do
you're
you
right.
take 2 extra seconds, which would have lost you the game, really, if you missed the shot.
Because you don't have time for that offensive rebound then.
And then OG Anunoby with the tip-in heard round the world. I mean, just...
And the credit I'll give to OG there, not just for the tip-in, but after OG passed it in to Jalen Brunson, OG was wide open. Like, go back and watch that replay. If Brunson had thrown it right back to OG, OG's got a wide open jumper. And so OG's calling for the ball. But Brunson doesn't even look at him. And again, like you said, everybody knows Brunson's taking that shot. So the second he loads up, OG just breaks for the basket. I mean, talk about like, I'm not gonna spot up and then not move. The second I don't get the ball, okay, my IQ takes over as opposed to De'Aaron Fox, and I'm going to go to the hoop and do what needs to get done.
Let's go flat for Jalen Brunson. Allow him to operate at the top. 1-on-1. Brunson gets it. Fires up a 3. Shot no good. The tip, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone. With 1.2 remaining. Knicks take the lead.
My live reaction. Are you kidding me? The entire time during that. I could not believe it. Dong off his butt!
Unbelievable.
Are you kidding me?
It's true.
It was ridiculous.
All right, so I'm gonna keep going though. We're not done. The final inbound pass. Okay? Because if Karl Anthony Towns doesn't get a finger on that ball, there's a very good chance the Spurs have a wide open dunk to win the game.
Yeah, because again, Wemby was taking up all the attention down there. Wemby also did a pretty good job of like giving this checked out looking feeling. It, like Wemby, watching him, I mean, it's the Spurs. You're looking at Victor Wembanyama the whole time, right? And he looked like he did not want to be on the court for that 1.2 seconds.
Right.
But he played it off so well that it became like, oh no, he was trying to do that.
Right.
Because
like
he was like, we have a shot.
He knew he was the decoy. He set the pick on Hart, and Castle gets the ball.
It was wide open.
And was wide open. But because it was tipped, it gave Hart that split second to get back into defensive position.
Are you kidding me? It was an unreal ending. And
is there any way the Knicks don't win the championship?
No, they won yesterday.
Right? I mean, I said yesterday, I think who wins game 4 wins it all. I think if the Spurs had found a way to win that game, I think the Spurs would have found a way to win the series. Is there any universe where the Spurs win at home, steal game 6, and get to game 7? Are they going to get to game 7?
No, it's over in 5.
The
next game, it's done.
Do you want the ticket prices?
Can I guess?
Yeah.
All right.
So
give me the
remember,
most expensive ticket.
Game 1 and game 2. I just have get in ticket.
Okay.
Get in ticket. Game 1 and game 2 in San Antonio are both around $600.
Okay. I was probably gonna say $500 for the cheapest seat.
You have to remember who's buying these tickets right now.
Corporate? What?
No, New York.
Oh.
Listen, if you're a New York Knicks fan,
Yeah, you're making the trip.
you're buying a flight to you're buying $1,000 flight to San Antonio. You're spending $2,800 on 2 tickets. You just spent $3,800. Meanwhile, to get into game 6 in New York right now is $11,000. And if the Knicks lose game 5, that number's not going down. That number's just going up.
Does James Dolan
Yeah.
want the Knicks to win in 6 just for that money?
I think, well, James Dolan wants it for that money. The island of Manhattan wants it because they want to win at home.
Okay.
Right? They
All right.
want to win that game at home. Even Big Rumble this morning was like, Dad, I kind of hope the Knicks lose game 5 just because I want to see game 6 in Madison Square Garden.
Pandemonium.
I mean, just like the oxygen out of the room. Do you know I've only been to Madison Square Garden once?
Never been.
And that was the buzzer beater in overtime when Florida beat Wisconsin when Shoei did the belt.
Yeah.
And that was not that I'm name dropping or tooting my own horn. That was the last meaningful conversation I ever had with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
So underneath the tunnel after that game, Aaron was with Barry Alvarez and with all the impressive people. But I was walking by and he saw me and we had a, not a friendship, but like a cordial situationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so he came over and we talked for like 90 seconds. Like, hey, what are you up to in New York? How long you staying? Blah, blah, blah. Good to see you. All right, take care. And I also, you know what my highlight of that game was besides the basketball? I pretended to take a picture of myself and JP Kadoran, who worked for Spectrum, Time Warner Cable Sports at the time. But I really was taking a selfie because Katie Holmes was sitting right behind us.
Oh,
like
yeah,
literally
yeah,
right
yeah,
behind
yeah.
us.
Yeah.
And if you know, Dawson's Creek. Should have been with Dawson and not Pacey. I'm a Dawson guy.
So
414-677-1250. Listen, the NBA finals are not on a lot of people's radars. We're mad about the Bucks. We're mad about Giannis. I think more than 50% of Wisconsinites don't even like NBA basketball. Again, I think that might be a low number. It might be 60 to 70%. Listen to Trevor Thomas in the morning. Like, Wisconsin doesn't really like NBA basketball. The state of Wisconsin. The city of Milwaukee might like it. A lot of southeastern Wisconsin might like it. There are definitely pockets around Madison who are following Badgers who play in the NBA. Obviously, you see a guy like Halliburton and Knipple and guys from around the state who make the league. Sam Hauser. There are fans of the players who are in the NBA. But in general, I believe the state of Wisconsin doesn't love the NBA. And I've said this since the NBA playoffs started. The NBA playoffs is a different animal. It's not regular season NBA. I can understand your complaints about regular season NBA. I love it, but I know a lot of people don't like it. Playoff NBA is a different animal. It just is. When things like last night happen, again, this is why we love sports, whether we have a rooting interest or not, whether it's our sport or not. There's going to be things that happen during the World Cup. And I'm on the record, Tommy, I'm not a soccer guy.
Sure.
I'm not a soccer guy. But there's going to be some team down 2-0 with 8 minutes left, and they're going to score 3 goals in the last 8 minutes or 2 goals and then get a golden goal and win that game. And you know what? I'm going to think that's cool because I love sports and I love the live, unscripted situation that live sports brings us.
You could say the same thing about a crazy shot on Sunday in a golf tournament.
Sure.
There's an awesome Women's College World Series play. Maybe
last second checkered flag, a car passes another car.
A tennis shot that goes on the side of the net instead of over the net. I mean, there is something that can always be said about it. And that OG Anunoby tip-in is an all-time basketball play. An all time in a 29-point comeback. Mitch, we didn't even really harp on that enough. Right. It might be the greatest comeback in sports history yesterday.
I remember in 2004, I remember where I was, and the Nets were at the Celtics. Paul Pierce, Antoine Walker, and the Nets were up 26 in the play. It was April. It was playoffs. The Nets were up 26, and the Celtics came back to win. And I think that was the biggest comeback in NBA playoff history before last night.
Well, and the only thing that compares to it for me, because of the situation.
In the finals.
Yeah, the only thing that compares to me is 28-3. I mean, it's the only thing that it's 28-3 or that.
I mean, I'm trying to remember, like, any worlds, like the Cardinals-Rangers. That World Series was a little drunk.
The David Freese one?
Yes. Yeah. There were some games like that were a little drunk. I'm trying to think of other
infield infield fly. That wasn't an infield fly, right? And then we'll see tomorrow night, homage to his dad. So yeah, I think those are the moments.
I mean, obviously the Red Sox, the Dave Roberts stolen base and Poppy hitting home runs and sac flies, but that's not like a huge comeback in the same way that and that was ALCS. That wasn't even World Series.
The 414, that tip-in will be their Valley Oop. That will be the play they point to. They might build a statue of it.
Yeah.
That statue would go so hard. That would go so hard. I want them to put Spurs players outside of Madison Square Garden watching OG tip it in. That would go so hard.
Just like we need Drew Giannis with Chris Paul's face on that statue outside Fiserv Forum, right? 414. I know. 414. He was on yesterday on the pregame or halftime.
I got a story about it.
And he played on the Spurs last year. So he can talk about Wemby. Like, he's educated about it, but I don't really care. Ram is on the north side of Milwaukee. Ram, you're on the Mason Crosby Show, Thunder and Tommy.
Yeah, I was telling people I didn't see the Knicks losing.
You don't see the Knicks losing?
Oh, no. I didn't see them losing a series, period. And I'm going to tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
This is my opinion as a hooper.
Mm-hmm.
You're not – the only team that can beat a team shooting threes is the Golden State Warriors because they got Steph, and at one time they had Splash Brothers.
Yep.
So the Spurs was 14 for 26 in the first half.
Which was amazing. It was amazing, right?
It was amazing. But that doesn't happen in basketball. Your arms get tired. And the reason that Steph and Clay can do that, because if you watch some of their videos, the reps that they shoot of shots, I know these other guys are not doing that.
So and Ram, it's not just that your arms get tired, but remember, I think part of it's the mental focus too. It's you go 14 for 26 and you think it's easy, and the second you think it's easy, you're in trouble.
Have you ever seen, like, if you watch some of the stuff workout, he shoot difficult shots in a workout. But then the other thing too is they went 3 for 16. In the second half, I'm like, why do they keep shooting threes?
Right, they had.
Why don't you get the ball and go 3 level?
I think when they got up 29, I believe they then shot 8 straight 3-pointers and were 0 for 8. And that, listen, you're up 29, you should still find a way to win that game. But tell me you don't understand the game situation without telling me you don't understand the game situation. You have Victor Wembanyama on your team, and you're shooting 8 straight threes up 29.
I get that.
Go to the hoop, Ram. Come on now.
Well, I'm with you, Mitch. But what I'm saying is the thing about the Warriors is when they shoot those long shots, players like Draymond Green and the team, they're getting the 50-50 balls.
Yep.
You got to get the 50. If you're going to shoot 3, you got to have a designated player that say, I don't care about scoring. I just want to play defense. The Spurs don't got that.
Well, and I actually think the Spurs do have that. I think his name is Harrison Barnes, and he didn't play at all. But to your point, Ram, Josh Hart is that man on that court.
Absolutely.
And he is
OG is
right.
Too.
And OG's there too, but OG's kind of a star in his own right. Josh Hart is not a star, but he's the one who's always willing to get. And he missed the box out at the end of the game.
He missed a layup too.
Right, and he missed a layup. But he's all gas, no brakes all the time.
It's kind of their PJ.
Yeah.
Well, there's another thing too. When you think about Josh, is that when you can play defense and not foul out.
Yeah.
That's major.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like you play with 5 fouls, and you coach, you play. If you can play with 5 fouls and not foul out, that's major.
And that's not easy. That's not easy.
No, it's not.
Ram, thank
No,
you for
it's
the
not.
call. Great
All right,
call.
thanks for
Thank you,
taking my
sir.
call. Yep.
You bet. Man, Ram and I could talk NBA all day. Ram and I'm just like, I was juiced last night. I'm excited. I'm not excited, but I'm curious about what Bill Simmons had to say because it feels like the NBA Finals are over.
Meanwhile,
I know there's a game left. Yep. You got a meanwhile for me?
there is a very strong Heat offer as well out there that has
An increased offer from what we've seen.
I'll read it to you.
Hold on. Let's do it when we come back. He's Tommy Wirtz. I'm Mitch Nellis. People are starting to knock the door on Giannis. Bucks fans, I think Giannis is gone. It's the Mason Crosby Show.
So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you. And I'm like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we're never getting back together.
Like ever.
No!
Getting back together. I never, ever.
Giannis talks to Heat and Celtics. Giannis talk to me.
Thanasis?
We see him again.
I'm not taking joy in this. For those of you who think, yes, I enjoy the music, but there is no joy in that Giannis will not play another game as a Milwaukee Buck until he's like 39 years old and comes back for his last season.
That was all-timer for the YouTube stream, though, to see us there.
Yeah,
Just
that
right
was
there.
This is the Mason Crosby Show. Mitch Nellis, Tommy Wirtz here with you, Thunder and all day. And we'll go all day. Tommy says, enough Taylor Swift. Ugh on you.
You know what,
Tommy?
Tom?
Yeah.
Look, you're Thomas until further notice,
Oh,
Tommy.
you're Thomas.
I am Thomas.
Yeah. So how's that? I don't know how that makes you feel. Bill Simmons believes that Giannis wants Boston.
I thought Boston was out of this. I know Boston was out of this. And I was wondering if they were playing possum or not. I think they were playing a little possum. I think they were in on Giannis. So I'm not recanting what I said before. I don't really know the reasons for it. Maybe they felt like Miami's offer is an offer they could beat. Maybe they wanted to drive. Maybe they want to drive the price of Miami's offer up, and they don't actually have interest in him. But as I said over and over again, Giannis is pushing for Miami or Boston. Those are the two locations, and really wants to end up in Boston.
Oh, okay.
I don't know Bill Simmons' sources. Bill Simmons obviously is an NBA insider. He's obviously an NBA knucklehead. He is a Boston native. He was before he was the sports guy, he was the Boston sports guy. So I'm guessing he has connections, contacts in Boston, and has people within the Celtics organization that have his ear and are trying to get. I also like the concept of them driving up the price on the Heat, because the Celtics probably look at the Heat as like, if the Heat get Giannis, the Heat are a serious contender, because the Celtics expect to be the favorite in the East next year.
Yes. So Evan Sidri on Twitter had a couple of frameworks for some Giannis trades as well, including...
Now, with this said, Tommy, remember, the original framework for the Heat was Hero, Ware, Jacquez, and 3 or 4 number ones.
So here is one that he is reporting via Mark Stein.
Okay,
Mark. Well,
yeah, Mark Stein, longtime ESPN NBA insider, and a guy who is very well respected within the industry. Shams, take notes.
It is Tyler Hero.
Okay.
It is Kel'el Ware.
Yep.
It is Jaime Jaquez.
Yes.
It is Nikola Jovic. It is the number 13 overall pick.
Okay.
On top of that, 2 more future first-round picks, probably 29 and 31.
Okay.
Okay.
So I believe what we had heard earlier was it was Jaquez or Jovic. Now it might be both, who are expected to be very strong NBA contributors.
That was with an assumption of also sending Bobby Portis along with Giannis.
Okay.
Now, there is a potential Giannis trade framework involving the Celtics and the Hawks, per Evan Sidri here.
And for those of you following along at home, the original thought there is that Giannis goes to Boston, Jaylen Brown goes to Atlanta, and Risa Shea and some other guys come to Milwaukee from Atlanta.
Here is this framework that I do think gets blown up by just Boston's return, not because Boston gets Giannis, but because Boston then gets Giannis and Miles Turner, which I don't think Giannis and Miles Turner want to play with each other. But
I think Boston would very much want Giannis and Portis, though, because Portis fits. I mean, both Portis and Turner fit what the Celtics do, a big who shoots threes.
Giannis and Turner to Boston.
Yep.
Atlanta would receive Jaylen Brown and Sam Hauser.
Okay.
The Bucks then receive the number 8 overall pick, the number 27 overall pick, Dyson Daniels, Jonathan Kuminga, and a future first from Boston.
Wow. I mean, all right. So Dyson Daniels last year was the most improved and the defensive player of the year, or was he just the defensive player of the year, or is he just most
He was
improved?
never a defensive player.
Okay, so he was the most
Wemby's
improved,
been winning
right?
it too,
And he finished. I believe he finished second.
He is an All NBA defense guy. I know that. Yes.
Yep. Kuminga is
rumored to the Bucks forever.
Right.
Too.
And a guy who will, when given the chance, will be a 20-point-a-game scorer. Like, is that type of scorer in the NBA.
Plus, you get to move up to 8. Maybe you could even.
Well, you get 8 and 10. You'll have 8, 10, and 26. Could you package 8 and 10 for 3?
That's what I'm saying, right? Could
You're
you
not getting
move up-
DeBonsa.
Right. But
DeBonsa's going 1, and Washington is not trading.
But there was also rumors, or not rumors, it's confirmed that they worked out Darius Acuff.
Yep.
And I'm wondering if you can get 8.
You just said Sparky's magic words.
Well, if you get 8 and 10, package it up to get to 5, and then you can take Acuff from there. Or maybe it's 8 and 27, and you can package your way up
or
to 5.
Or it's 8 and 10 for 5 and some next year.
Right.
Something.
So that I actually love this trade with Boston and Atlanta involved for a Giannis return. I will say my first idea is keep Giannis, right? I want to keep Giannis. But if that ship has sailed,
you and your ideas, Tommy,
then this Giannis, Atlanta, and Boston trade framework feels like this is a way the Bucks can stay competitive. By no means are they in serious contender contention when they make a trade like this. But you get framework pieces like a Dyson Daniels and like a Kuminga, and you're able to try to package something up to maybe get a superstar caliber player in the draft. Who knows? Maybe they do move up into a top 3, and then they can land a Boozer or a Peterson or something along those lines. I love that trade for this Bucks team, and way more than I did. Way more than I don't want to see Tyler Hero's Buck. I don't want to see it.
I know. I don't either. We talked a lot about or we talked a lot when Giannis wasn't there, like who is going to score on this Bucks team, and they didn't really have scoring. You get Kuminga and Daniels to pair with KPJ and Rollins. You have scoring. You don't have bigs, and bigs would need to be an issue there. JB in the 920, who's always just like busting our balls and hating us and like lives to hate. And I don't know why his heart is so black, but I want to give him a big hug. Says, is this a proposed trade? Because blank that stuff to the moon. I don't know why you give Zero News a platform. Until a real trade happens, calm your
I don't know if you can say that.
boobies.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. Why do you give that crap a platform? It's not real. JB, it's because this isn't Shams. These are real reporters reporting real.
The Miami offer seems like that is offered.
Yes. The Miami offer, by all accounts, is on the table.
Yes.
And when a guy like Mark Stein is reporting these sort of things, it's not Shams throwing crap at the wall, seeing what sticks, but realizing it's still crap. It is actual discussion. I don't know if Bill Simmons does know that there's some smoke with the Celtics, but Bill Simmons knows people who work in the Celtics front office. And so if he's going to say, now I don't know if he knows that Giannis wants to go to Boston. I don't know where he's getting that. But I do know that he knows people in the Boston front office. And so if he's saying that he thinks that it might be more than a smokescreen, that Boston might be interested, then I think there is something interested in there. Tommy Estelle says, I don't want any player that Sparky has a draft crush on. His track record for NBA talent scouting leaves something to be desired.
I that's not a terrible point. That's not a terrible point. However, I actually think Acuff would be awesome.
Listen, I don't think any of us wanted Joe Alexander or Ejon Leon, but that's for another day. Ziggy says nothing like some midday Thunderoki. I'm always up for Thunderoki. Tommy, you and I would crush a karaoke bar.
What's the one thing?
Dominate.
When I met Mitch's wife for the first time, I met them. First of all, if you ever get the opportunity to meet Mrs. Thunder, she is a wonderful lady. Yeah. And
way
Nellis,
over my skis.
Mitch Nellis,
smartest person on earth,
is absolutely like just supposed to be with Mrs. Thunder. I mean, however you picture Mitch's wife, that is his wife.
Yeah.
And the first thing I said was, you can tell that you guys have done a duet karaoke of I Want It That Way.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, we absolutely do.
Yes.
We have done that before. Like that is exactly whoever you think she looks, or whatever you think she looks like, and whoever you think she is as a person, that is exactly who Mrs. Thunder is.
Yeah, I'll take that. 414-677-1250. So we're just gonna keep our eyes open. We're just gonna keep our ears open. We understand that, like, when we see Giannis to the Lakers for Austin Reeves, so that LeBron and Giannis can play together, like, that's crap. There's nothing there. But when we see that the Heat have been repeatedly mentioned for the past 2 months, every single day, as a team that has an offer on the table for the Bucks, we're going to take that seriously. What do you got, Tommy?
I have a Rob Domofsky report that kind of switches things up a little bit.
Is it?
But yikes. It starts like that. At the end of the 2-minute drill.
Nope, I don't want this.
Trey Smack missed a 35-yard field goal wide left after LaFleur this is okay. Which is the worst part of this? Trey Smack missed a 35-yard field goal wide left after LaFleur decided to kick on 4th and 1 from the 17 with 20 seconds left in a 27-24 game.
I mean, I feel like I need to know how many timeouts they had left, but on 4th and 1 from the 17 with 20 seconds left, go for it.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I know.
Like,
that was my thought. It was actually
Matt LaFleur. Enough of being the biggest idiotic, smartest guy in the room. You are not the smartest guy in the room. You are an idiot. Let Jordan Love be your quarterback.
I know.
And if Jordan Love plays his way out of being your franchise quarterback, that will happen on the field.
Yes.
But for you to take the ball out of his hands, even in training camp, you suck as a coach. Okay? You absolutely suck as a coach. And whatever confidence you're trying to give a rookie kicker, and then he misses the 35-yarder. Now, he then had him kick a 50-yarder, and that was good. And that's great. But that's not in the flow of action. That's like, oh, you missed this one, so let's hit this one. Like we do with our 4-year-old when they, like, miss an easy shot. And it's like, keep shooting until you make one because you don't leave the park on a miss. You leave the park on a make. I mean, it's training camp. Who cares? But it's just continued garbage by the idiotic Matt LaFleur. Like, he's just an idiot. He's just stupid. He just doesn't get it. And he's going to be the reason the Packers don't win in the postseason when they don't win in the postseason. And if they win in the postseason, it will be despite Matt LaFleur, not because of Matt LaFleur. This is the Mason Crosby Show.
think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. But here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at you, baby. But here's my number, so call me maybe.
This is the Mason Crosby Show. Mitch Nellis, Tommy Wirtz.
Oh, what a great show.
Thundering all day with you. Always a great show. Tommy Estella says, is Giannis wanting to go to the Celtics akin to KD going to Golden State? I don't think so.
Not quite.
Because obviously they'd be losing Jaylen Brown. He's not
Right.
just adding to the riches.
Remember NBA free agency? Remember when that was the thing?
Yeah. But now it's like trades.
Used to
and-
be the best free agency, and now it's the worst.
Yeah. It's all sign
It's
and
like
trades.
who's going to
and-
get Goga Badatsi every offseason?
Dude, Goga's a beast. Love that guy. I think the fact that the Bucks worked out a top 5 prospected draft pick tells me they're serious about these trades for Giannis. That's Ziggy. Ziggy chiming in there on the Nicolay Law talk and text line as well. Tommy and Bayview, thank you for the kind thoughts about Mrs. Thunder as well. Some not super great news from the Brewer land. Friend of show, Adam McCalvey tweeted out earlier. I don't know if it was earlier this hour or at the end of last hour. Quinn Priester, who did not pitch well a couple days ago in Arizona, has been returned.
Yeah.
Arizona rookie ball said, we don't want this guy. He stinks.
He got DFA'd by the complex
we're
league.
returning you. But he's been returned to the Brewers. He's still on the injured list. He can't throw strikes. I don't know what his velo looks like, but not looking good. Meanwhile, Brandon Woodruff could be starting a major league game next week. Like there are chances. He did pitch well down in rookie ball. And again, we don't really judge the numbers on what they do. We judge on what they're working on and how they're doing. Woodruff working on a little bit of a new arm slot. But the reports are that everything went well the way it was supposed to go for Woodruff. And so he could be pitching next week. The matchups, we have the matchups for this weekend. Exciting matchup on Sunday. Before we get there, on Friday is the Miz against Philly. Remember, the Brewers are off today. So the Miz is facing Philadelphia on Friday. He'll take Andrew Painter. I don't know Andrew Painter. I don't know if he's related to Lance Painter of Nicolay fame. Saturday, we've got Aaron Nola, who used to be really good, who now's just mid. Right? Yeah. But he was really good for a couple of years there.
He was really good for a couple of years. I'm pretty confident it was either him or Wheeler had a higher WAR the year Corbin won the Cy Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. He's taking on Shane Drowan. And again, I'm excited to see what Drowan can do.
The throw-in.
Yeah. Drowan's been pitching really well. Sunday, the matchup we're waiting for, Christopher Sanchez, your Cy Young favorite in the National League, taking on Kyle Harrison, who before his last start had a better ERA than Christopher Sanchez. And we'll see if he can get back on track there as well. So the Brewers have those 3 games against Philadelphia. The Brewers then off on Monday. They'll stay home and take on the Guardians next week. And right now, let's see, we have, they have starters. So we'll see if Woody is ready to go or not. Awesome job, Tommy, all day Wirtz. Keep it up all day. No leadoff show today. Brewers at home against Philly tomorrow. I'm Mitch Nellis. He's Tommy Wirtz. Mason's here tomorrow. We are the Mason Crosby Show.
I was